Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's The Word in a Flash. I'm Freddie Wilson. Today's subject is God's favor. Some of you may ask, what exactly is favor in a way? I hear people talking about favor, but what is favor and how does it work? Well, let me start out with a definition of favor. One definition of favor is that it is an act of kindness beyond what is due or usual. And that's what happened with God's favor is that you may not feel that you deserve a certain thing. Some folks may say you may not have enough money for certain things. You don't have enough acknowledgement to get the way you are. The problem is not what you have. You should look to what God has. In your life, sometimes you need to factor in favor. I've said it before that favor can take you a lot further than anything that you may have that you think is getting your head now, including your money, your education, your position, your status, what have you. God's favor works for us all. God's favor can bless you even when the odds are against you. Nothing can go against the will of God. So when you're in God's favor, even when things don't look good, He can bless you beyond the problems that you face today. And I'll say it again. God's favor will give you ownership even when your credit score is low. Y'all have to pardon me in this message because there's a lot of different songs I've heard that feeds into the message I'm trying to get across today about favor and how God can do for you even when it seems impossible. One song is called Favor, sang by Samson Logan. Some of the lyrics to that song go, I'm so thankful for favor. I'm so grateful for favor. It takes one single visit from you in my life have been shifted. So thankful for favor. That's right. One visit from the Lord, your whole life can change. And even when you're in your direst of moments, God can step in and give you favor beyond what you can expect, beyond what other people can imagine for the things you're able to do. Joshua 1:9 reads, This is my command. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. There's another song I think that's related to this message. It's called He'll Make It All Right, sang by Charles Jenkins. Some of the lyrics to the song go, Whatever you want, God is able. Whatever you need, He'll supply. Whatever is broken, He can fix. No need to worry. He's alive. He'll make it all right. The song further reads, Wherever you are, He's listening. Whatever you pray, He knows. Whatever the answer, He's got me. We know He's sovereign. He is in control. He'll make it all right. You need to have the same attitude towards your life. Things don't always go well, even for Christians. But you got to understand that God will make it all right. But you got to be willing to listen to the words of instruction that He'll give you if you stay tuned to His word. I'll have you know, God blesses His children with favor. There's passages in the Bible, such as James 4:2-3, that says we have not because we ask not. We have a tendency to go by our own meager means and say what we don't have and we can't go forward to do a certain thing. We're always looking to ourselves for things instead of to the Lord. You need to stop doing that because God can show you things that you were not aware of to make His favor known to man, and you will prosper. God is capable of doing anything for you that He pleases, but you have to watch your motives about the things that you want or the things you're trying to get done in your life. Because if it's got all the wrong motives, God can't bless that. He can't bless your mess. But you got to come out of that and start doing something positive in your life, and even for other people. But God's favor will get you through these things and beyond certain things that you thought you'd never get past. Psalms 106:13-15 reads, Yet how quickly they forget what he had done. They wouldn't wait for his counsel. In the wilderness, their desires ran wild, testing God's patience in that dry wasteland. So he gave them what they asked for, but he sent a plague along with it. That's what I mean by you really have to watch your motives and the things that you want from God. If the things you want is just to show out to someone else, that's not a good motive. If the things you want just to try to prove something to somebody else, that's not good either. And especially if you're trying to show off on somebody else or trying to put somebody else down. That's not a good thing to do when you're asking God for his favor. God will provide in his own time. There's another new song I listened to recently called Favor by a young man by the name of Jordan Armstrong. Some of the lyrics to that song go, God will do some things just to blow your mind. Now you're walking in favor, feeling so alive. Just keep your head up high to the greatest, super fresh up to the latest. They never thought that you'd make it, but look, mama, we made it. It's so crazy, it's so alive. Yeah, I can go on and on and on. The song further go, so much grace and favor falling on me. That's what you need to realize, that God has so much grace and favor falling on you. He definitely has grace falling on me. There's some things I've been able to accomplish that I didn't think I would ever be able to do. There are some places I live that I never could only have dreamed of. But God has made a way in his favor. God has been able to show me how to do things beyond my own imagination. I'm no financial genius, but God has blessed me with things that I never thought possible. My point is not here to brag, but to show that if you stay in the will of God, he'll bless you with favor. I'll share something with you. Faith ignites favor. That's right. Faith ignites favor. Because when you're having faith in God, it just inspires him to show you favor because you believe in him. Not in yourself, but in him. Believing in yourself is a good thing, but you can fail. God can never fail. So you need to put your trust in God and him only. One of my favorite stories about God's favor is found in Genesis 39 and 20 when Joseph was falsely thrown into jail. Genesis 39, 20 through 21 reads, So he took Joseph and threw him into the prison where the king's prisoners were held, and there he remained. But the Lord was with Joseph in the prison and showed him his faithful love. And the Lord made Joseph a favorite with the prison warden. This story illustrates how in the times of trouble, God is setting you up for a blessing. You never know what God is up to. In this case, Joseph was being set up to be noticed by the right person that will propel him in his future. Joseph later gained more than he had lost when he was initially in prison. In your case, God can work it that those people that were previously trying to persecute you can now be willing to help you. You will no longer have to fight them for what you need from them. God can show you favor directly or through other people. 1 Samuel 2 and 26 reads, Meanwhile, the boy Samuel grew taller and grew in favor with the Lord and with the people. The last passage is what I mean by not only will God bless you to prosper, but he'll give you favor through other people. Because sometimes we just don't know what people's motives are, but God will put the right purpose in those people to do for you, even when they didn't initially think they would do something for you. I've had that happen many times in my life where I was dealing with one bank trying to do something and I was told no. Then God told me later to call that same bank back, only to be told yes. And the person who earlier told me no tried to interfere, but they wouldn't let them. It's funny because people don't see how when God's favor steps in, you can't be stopped. That's the way it works. So I encourage you to get closer to the Lord, stay in his will, and allow God to show you his favor. And you will be blessed. And with that, be blessed.